Hi, my beautiful collective, my beautiful star seeds, the chosen ones, however you guys label yourselves. My name is Jasmine, also known as Yasmina or Jazzy. I am 34 years old and I am here to guide you upon your journey, okay? And to also take you out of anything you may possibly be facing or going through in the depths of the shadow of your shadow self or the shadow world. I can only do this because of my deep experiences, because of the generational curses that I have broken, the darkness that I have faced, the deep transformations, death after death, in reality and energetically, rebirth after rebirth, allowing the fact that I signed a contract with my creator, Allah, and my ancient ancestors to go through these dark things, such as a left-handed path. Okay, I know I am a light worker. I know thyself, and I am more than just a light worker. I am also a medium, a psychic, a healer, but one cannot be healed. I cannot heal, okay? I give the space for someone to heal. And that is also through my energy, through my voice, just being right here. It's even more stronger when one is face to face with another. Us star seeds are special. You can't find us everywhere. Just like in the midnight sky, when there's certain stars that are out at night, some of them don't reappear again. That's who we are, star seeds. We're very unique, very abstract, very indifferent, very indifferent. But when the creator allows, when you sign a contract, it always looks like I'm in deep thought, like my line, but it's this lighting, bro. Um, but when you're when you're a creator, okay, makes you a living testimony upon everyone that has crossed your path here on earth, from the moment that you were born till this very moment now. And now you're in a different timeline. Now you've healed. You've overcame the obstacles. One may not have went through the darkness that another one has gone through. But the dark side, what I mean is that I know that my creator, and possibly the creator also chose you to do this as well, to, and I said this in one video, that he made us master the shaitan, the devil, the chains, the chains of the devil, the mind of the devil. Okay. And it's jinns and little minions. These energies that we had dealt with and went through some wild things with, we were forced to stay in that contract until we took and defeated that energy. When you look back at the things you may have faced, especially spiritually, especially with the spirits too, you got to remind yourself there is nothing that you fear but your creator. But I'm here to tell you there is nothing to fear, because you faced everything. There is none that one can do to you that you can't already do to yourself. That's one. Two, the things we have seen, especially spiritually, the projections since you were a child, that you thought possibly you were like, no, you know, I feel a little cuckoo. Wait, maybe that's not real. No, it was real. It was real. These things that you were seeing, hearing, these jinns, these entities knew who you were. So it started from a young age. Nobody goes breaking into empty homes. And now these energies that your creator put in your life to take them out energetically, they may have thought that they got away with how they treated you and what you had put up with. But the entire time, what they did not realize is that you were the trickster energy. You also gave them a mirror so that they look at themselves, so that fear begins to come out. Because when a jinn is a jinn, and a jinn is in a physical form, in a human. So when a starseed like you, a chosen one like you, an earth angel like you, a warrior like you, takes a mirror and faces it up to that physical soul, that physical being, which has a jinn within it, it begins to scream. And I am very passionate about this because this is the truth. It begins to scream, and then that's when all that chaotic energy begins with that being. And now the creator is going to allow this being to do whatever it thinks it's getting away with. The manipulation, the love bombing, the lies, the abuse, the scare tactics, the harm, the projections. The creator will allow it. Because the creator knows that you are going to come out of it alive. Not only come out of it alive, you are taking that being out, that jinn out. So I am here to tell you, as a prophetess that I am, as a warrior that I am, do not let your past and what you may have faced in the shadows that one may not had even seen. These energies, they swore up and down that they knew you, collective. Oh, like, this one is stupid. Oh, this one is naive. Oh, I could get away with this. I can do this. I could tug on this. I can project this. I could pull on that. I could poke on that. Because it made him feel powerful, right? It made that jinn within that physical shell feel powerful. But who is the weakest one of them all? It's that human. Because that human allowed its mind and physical body to be tricked by the shaitan and the jinns. They were being used, not us. We are the warriors. That's what they did not understand, collective. And I speak about this because of the things I have faced. And I know that my video will hit somebody when it's time for them to, when the angels, the ancestors, and the spirit and the creator, that's how true it is, my voice is getting raspy, allows and wants that soul, that essence, to hear me. So that I remind them of what they may have faced. There's a reason for it. I have a lot of experiences. And just because I'm 34 doesn't mean nothing. Because in them energetic planes and them dimensions, I am an old ancient soul. And once you activate your true DNA, you will see that, my beautiful starseeds. You will truly see that. You will see how capable you are of standing alone. You will see how capable you are of balancing your emotions, of controlling your emotions, of mastering your energy, transmuting energy, manifesting, healing. You already, all your life was already doing holistic medicine, despite maybe some of you may have had addictions. I know I did. But even through them, the addictions for 19 years, I was still taking care of myself with certain herbs, with certain supplements. And, through those addictions too, with alcoholism and the drugs, it also allowed us to go in the underworld. One cannot go to the underworld if they don't have the energy of a gatekeeper, the left-handed path, they say, right? We are agents, starseeds. There's a lot of information that I know of many 1111, of many different religions. Mecca, what are you doing, Babo? Come here, puppy. Of many different religions. And I know the ins and outs of Santeria, of Palo, of the Hindu religion, the Hoodoo religion. The list goes on. The religions that use low vibrational spirits, the dead. And I'm not saying that Hindu is completely bad, but there's a very dark side to it. And the only reason why some of you in the collective had dabbled with different religions, it was because you are an agent. And the creator wanted 1212 on the timer. The creator wanted you. He selected you with your armor that you wear proudly to figure out things for him. And you got to remember, like for me, I know why Santeria was part of my generational curse and why certain things happened. It stems from my sister's first husband, whom placed a target on my back, but also my past life, his soul. This gets very deep. It gets very deep. And this is all real. This is a conversation where, ooh, because I know who I was in a past life, and people wanted to take me out. And they did take me out in the past life, 1313. And the crazy thing is, even my mentor said this, and my mentor, Rachel, is a beautiful woman. She truly works with the ascended masters, the guides, the angels, my Sumerian ancient ancestors, the Atlantean ancestors. She said something to me when they were bringing down codes for me, my codes that I could not remember yet. And she said, "You brought in pain from your past lives. You're an old ancient soul, Jasmine." I said, "I know." But what I did not know or understand, but I used to question it. Hey, why did I used to question, like, why do I feel this? Why do I feel this pain? Why do I feel this? Why do I feel like I am never going to get married? Why do I feel like I am never going to have a holy and noble, righteous, loving, kind man? Why is love? Why is love? Why does love make me feel weak? That was also a generational curse for me. And I've come to a conclusion that I don't think I am ever going to get married, nor allow myself to ever fall in love. I will love, but I will not allow myself to truly ever fall in love again, because, or maybe my creator is going to allow it in this life, because it would always happen where love would take me out. And that's another thing. There's so many past. So if you get me, you get me. When you have so many past lives, you start to remember things, right? Different timelines, you start to see. Um, where am I going with this? You see, this is why I gotta pace myself when I want to speak about this. I'm freebasing everything. And what I gotta start doing is just speak about one topic, you know. But I gotta get all this out because the collective needs to hear this. You know, I could save somebody's life right now, you know, and that's part of being working with your creator. But so my mentor said, Jasmine, you brought in a lot of your pain through your sacral from the past lives. And you weren't supposed to carry that pain into this life. And that's what stood out to me when she said that. I said, she goes, Metatron is saying that, the guides are saying that. And it all made sense to me why I even suffered more than I was supposed to suffer in this life. But I signed to take that pain with me in this life because I knew I could handle it. I knew I was a warrior. But during the process of going through all this pain, this pain, oh, crazy. Um, and I'm here to tell you, I'm a living testimony. I, I am a living testimony. I should not be here right now. The things I overcame, even my mother is the 17 on the timer. My mother is the only one that truly had seen me go through the depths, even with the spirits. Oh, and I know that I can send a jinn away, the devil away. Oh, I have that power. And I'm here to 717. I'm here to tell you, you have that power too, my beautiful chosen. You got to face it. You got to face that thing and show no fear. Once you understand that and you conquer that, and let me tell you something. When you see the dead, when you see these spirits, and when you see these jinns, they're not pretty. They're not pretty. It could drive one crazy. It could truly drive one crazy. Okay? And when you see them, you know, some of them will veil themselves like they are somebody that you may have known or a cosmic force. You understand? You get me? But when you know in your heart that that is a evil entity, you feel it within your body. You know what it is. You know. So when you say, reveal yourself, I see you, it has no choice but to reveal itself. These evil things, they look ugly. Okay. And when you're going through your rebirths too, your deep transformations, that's when they also try to come through the shadows. Ooh. And if they're projecting themselves really heavily, that means you also have to work on your root chakra that needs healing. And your crown. Your crown and your root is very important. 1910. Very important. Um, they will stop projecting themselves to you because your power, your frequency, your vibration, when you carry it and wear it well, and you know that power is within you, they can't come at you like that no more because you outweigh them. You outweigh them. You shine so bright that it kills them inside. That's why it's very important to heal. to not be afraid of the unknown. Be brave and stay in the dark. Go in the depths of the shadows energetically. See what is there. You keep your eyes closed for 10 minutes. Sooner or later, you say, huh, show me, reveal, reveal. It's going to come. Because sooner or later, it's going to get tired of hiding. It's going to get tired of hiding. It's going to have to come out. And that's when you say, no. Return to the source, to the creator. Return to the object that you may have came from. Return, go to the light. Go to the source. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Oh, they don't like that. When they know that you don't fear them, collective, my beautiful angels, my beautiful earth angels, that may still be afraid right now in this very moment. Within time, you're going to master it. I promise you. I'm here to tell you, I promise you, I lived it. I've, I've gone through it. And I'm here to tell you. There is nothing for you to be afraid of. And I know it takes time. Hey Google, lower the volume to 40%. It take it takes time. Hey Google, lower the volume to 33%. It takes time to really master this. This is not overnight. I knew I was a medium. I knew I was a psychic since I was a little girl. I was already seeing the angels when I was 2 years old, 3 years old, and I remember I used to see the spirits when I was a kid, a child. I couldn't sleep till my mother got home. I used to sleep with a pillow over my head. And throughout the years of even living, spirit even talking to me. I can see the dead. I've seen my grandfather Zenun, who I've never met in my life. And I only talk about this particular story simply because I never met my grandfather in this life. Because he died back home. He was murdered. Um, and there's so many other ones. I remember even my relative, we were in my sister's apartment on the 6th floor. And I used to see this woman in the apartment, and I'm like, who is this lady? Who is this lady? And my cousin, I believe she was a little afraid because she kind of felt it and saw it as well. And I remember I was like, Bina, wait, I want to leave the light on, because in Islam too, they say leave the light on. If you feel like something is off somewhere, leave the light on, leave a little night light on. So we were about to leave and go out, and I said to her, Bina, I'm gonna go into stay right here, leave this light on. I'm gonna go shut off the kitchen light. So I went to go shut off the kitchen light, and something with the light that day, I was like, nah, this I don't want to, like, yeah. And then, oh, I had shut off all the lights. We were about to leave, but the kitchen light was on. So she was like, why are you turning on this light in the hallway? Because I said, I need to see. The light has to be on. But I'm going to go in the kitchen, shut off the light. But I want this light to come back because I know what's in this apartment. And believe it or not, I'm walking back to the kitchen to go shut off the light. The woman is standing right there in the doorway. So spirits come. So say in your apartment, right? Where there is, like, in the hallway, say you got a bathroom and the bedroom, and it's that small underpass, that small hallway, not like in the living room. Yeah. So that is where the spirits also project themselves down, in the closed areas. Okay. So she was standing right there. She wasn't a bad spirit, but she was a draining spirit. And then my relative, my cousin said, "Oh my God, I just heard something." And she was like, some like a woman was whispering in my ear. And I said, "Okay." That woman, I had asked my mom, I'm like, "Ma, did somebody die in 6I?" Because my father was a super of the building. I was like, "Because there's this lady there." And I was like, she was wearing all white. And that's the thing. She had like a nursing outfit on, like all white. And my mom said, yeah, she worked in the hospital. Mm. Even through objects, we are able to channel spirit. My mother gave me a amethyst stone, a beautiful amethyst stone. And she gave it to me when I was 18. When I was about 22, I remember I was wearing it a lot. And one day I was I knew that I could, you know, see. I used to tap in a lot. And here's the thing, as a star seed, you are going to test yourself, even with other people, by tapping into them while they are at home in a room and you are able to tap into them and see what they are wearing, see how their room looks like, see what they're doing. Okay. I've freaked some people out before. And that's how you test yourself too. Also, I'm just speaking about a lot of random things when it comes to our gifts and our abilities. Um, so and I remember I'm holding the stone in my hand, holding it in my hand, and I'm like, who did this? Who? This stone is so beautiful, but I feel this energy. I'm like, I know my mom didn't buy this because I have it in my room. I had to find it actually because it's a beautiful egg of an amethyst. And I was like, this is like an old stone. And I'm holding it and I'm like, who did you belong to? Show me, who did you belong to? And I'm holding it. And I'm like, I am going to channel this. I am going to channel the person that it belonged to. Believe it or not, it was a woman. I saw her. I had my eyes closed. It was a woman with blonde hair up to here, beautiful physique. And she had like the Rockette shoes on. And she had the pantyhose, right? I said, what the hell? I go, Ma, I go, did this stone belong? And my mother, here's the thing, guys. My mother, I knew who she was from another life to me. I believe she was my sister. She wasn't my mother in this life. I believe either I was her mother and she was my child. But it was very weird how I only spoke to my mother about spirits and what I can see and what I can hear and what I feel deeply. It was only her. I only trusted her. It was like as a child, I knew that she knew who I was. 2811. It's like I knew that she knew who I was. And I go, you know, another person, you try to tell this to another person, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're a little," and I go, "Ma," I was like, "This, the stone that you gave me," I said, "Who did it belong to?" She goes, "A woman." I said, "Ma, did she have short blonde hair, beautiful body, dancing shoes like the Rockette, like a dancer?" And I said, "Because I seen this woman." She goes, "Yasmina, how the hell did you know that?" Like my mom was shocked. She goes, "Stamme padecina, you are like, you amaze me. You really truly amaze me." She goes, "Yeah." She was a professional dancer. Beautiful woman. Beautiful woman. And I said, wow. And she had passed away. So when this lady had passed away, my mom, she lived, and I never met this lady. I don't know who she is, but my mom knew a lot of elders in my neighborhood, um, because when she retired from work, she also used to help the elders. And some of the elders that had passed away, that were friends with the other elders that had passed away, they were like, oh, like, you know, here you can have this, or come and you can take this jewelry, whatever you want. Da, 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 da. So my mom was always gifted with beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff, especially like beautiful artifacts. Beautiful artifacts. So yeah, and This is a random talk right here. We're gonna talk about everything right here. As long as I'll dabble into some oracles too. So also with the spirits, right? Now, spirits to me, I don't allow no bad ones here next to me. They know. They know. No, no, you can't come over here, baby. You try to project yourselves over here. Ooh, you in trouble. You in trouble. You in trouble. And this is not talk. I'm being real. When that armor of mine comes on, and I'm here to motivate you, my baby. I'm here to motivate you. When that armor of mine, listen to me what I'm saying, because I want you to think this way and be this way. When that armor of mine comes on, his game time. It's game time. And with spirituality too, it ain't about no root work, baby. Yeah, one can harm you with some black magic and magia and with the dead and all that. But what goes up must come down, right? True spirituality is within activating yourself and understanding that you are the magician and alchemizing your energy, balancing your energy, and doing the work from within. From within. True meditation, true activation, even through your soul's language. It takes a while to activate your soul's language, but you will get there, Starseed. I am still learning my ancient scriptures, my Sumerian language. I'm still learning. And as I allow my ancient ancestors and my higher self and my spirit, you know, to channel my language when I want to, I'm still learning the vibration and the meanings of it. And the first time it happened, I thought, I was like, is this even real? My mentor even said, Jasmine, you're gonna start integrating. And I've done a lot of activations with JJ. And I'm like, am I really speaking my soul's language? Yo, it scared the crap out of me. I went on YouTube. I'm like, I know I'm Islamic. I know I speak the old ancient language. I know I speak the Akkadian language, the Sumerian language, the old ancient language. I go on YouTube. I start searching the old scriptures and even the symbols, like the Egyptians. I'm like, I'm like, I go on YouTube. I swear to God, the first time my language came out, my pure soul's language came out, the first word that came out was Shumanaki, 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 Ankantara, 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 right? I go on YouTube. The word Shumanaki is I, and to get where I'm going with this, I know thyself. And then I had to watch more YouTube videos to understand. I'm like, when I heard the them speak the old language, like I was jumping in joy because for a moment I was like, nah, maybe I'm just a little delulu. Maybe I'm just speaking baby language. I don't know, man. Yo, let me tell you, I was jumping for joy. Like it made me so happy. And every day I speak it so that I master and remember more and more. And with this, that's why I say it's very important to activate your crown chakra and your hands like this. When you're doing deep activations and another mentor or another guide is speaking and bringing down codes from the higher ups, you have to um, leave your hands open. And these activations will integrate for you. The first time you do it, you may not have a reaction at all, but it's very important to the first one the first activation you do is a clearing activation to remove the low vibrational energies within your chakra. The first time I did an activation, it was a Syrian Star Mothers by Activations with JJ. And I did it 3 times in a row in one day, 33 minutes long each one. The warrior inside of me came out. When I tell you that I started chopping energies, my hand could not stop moving. I knew what I was doing. My soul could not stop. It was like Metatron or an interdimensional being had my hand and was guiding me on what to do because we are healers. Day after day, I was doing this every day to clear all this bad karma as well, this low vibrational energy, because you also have to understand the past partners that we may have been with, they had some jinns on them. And, one that sleeps with multiple partners, let me get into this one. I went through my stuff. Everybody got a past. But there was this kid that I was very fond of, but he was a gaslighter. He was a manipulator. And I knew that. My spirit showed me who he was. But us star seeds, you know, we even want to see the devil be a better person, you know, and we think that, our love and our light can somehow trigger something inside of that person to activate themselves to be a better person and to remove any energies within their body. You feel me? And this person, I knew this person was in a relationship, all this stuff. In the beginning, I did not know, but it was right after I had an intimate moment with him. It was right after that. And before I had slept with this person one time. And prior before I slept with him, I was celibate for 6.5 months. If I did not sleep with him back in June, I would have a year of celibacy right now. On March 4th, I will have a year sober. But hear me where I'm going with this. And my spiritual journey this has always been a long spiritual journey. But I began to activate myself once I came back home from rehab. And it all began with true meditation and locking into myself. And I knew I shouldn't have dealt with this person because I knew that this person was into drugs and drinking and being in the street. And I was just very drawn to this person because I knew I had a contract with him, and he broke the contract by mistreating me. And I'm not talking about abuse, but you know what? Narcissistic behavior is abuse. Lying to someone is abuse in my eyes. Um, and here's the thing. So he thought he could take energy from me by massaging my back, right? So I knew what he was doing. That's the thing. It's like I knew what he was doing. And I let him have it. I let him, I let him be. I let him think that, all right, you think you're a master? Okay. We just want to see some baby better, right? So we had an intimate moment. And it was really beautiful. Look, I can't sit here and lie, collective. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful moment. And it felt so innocent. It felt so innocent. And I know that he felt what I felt, but he's controlled by a jinn. But I took out that jinn that was within him. Before I had that intimate moment with him, I looked at him, or it was after. It was after. My spirit said, Jasmine, get ready. I am sitting up. He is laying down. And I said, prior before this, I had told him when he came towards into my life, I said, do not put me in a triangle. If you are single, you are